about workplace politics, and all the while you were dying? It didn't make sense. I marched back to Wyatt, cornered him, and demanded that he explain. He said you hadn't want to distract me, that I was doing important work and needed to focus. You know, as though the latest Amos launch in the Palladium and Rhodium it bring back to Earth mattered more than Ma, who was already here. I kept saying how proud you were of me. He even parroted that onwards and upwards phrase of yours. He said I should get back to work, and that's what you would have wanted. That he'd stayed at the hospital and keep me informed. I didn't go back to work. I called in. It took arguing my way past two supervisors, a labyrinthine automated HR menu, a human resources AI, and an anal defensive benefits executive to activate my personal leave. But I did it. And then I sat at your bedside for the next 7 days. I kept thinking of the hospital after my OD at the end. I kept thinking that if you came out of the coma, I wanted my face to be the first thing you saw. On the 8th day, they pronounced you dead. After the funeral, I went back to work, but I wasn't really there. I kept telling myself to focus, that it was okay to be there. It was what you would have wanted after all. Onwards and upwards, but my work fell behind. When my supervisor called me in for an emergency review, I told myself to play cool, accept the criticism, and promise to do better. It didn't go like that. I snapped and shouted at him, and then broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. 2 minutes and 3 sectrons later, I was standing outside the Faro building, blinking in the sunlight, straightening my bunched up clothes. An alert on my focus indicated that I should go home for the day, then report for a disciplinary review on Monday. But I didn't go home. Another idea had risen up in my mind, already fully formed, because I'd already been thinking of doing it for a while. I took a lift spin to Pioneer Park. 10 minutes of asking around and a truth test to show I wasn't a cop was all it took to make a connection. I went home with the drugs, started using, and didn't stop. Duster, snake, skydiving, overcast. No razor wing, at least. I didn't take calls, didn't show up for the disciplinary review on Monday morning. A friend stopped by and hammered the door until I answered it. When he saw what was happening, he staged a one-man intervention. I agreed to go into treatment, but I didn't harbor any illusions. Use of personal leave was bad, but use of psych SA leave? Career suicide. Sure, they couldn't legally fire me for it, but I had been around FAS long enough to know they'd find a way. My career was over. I thought I was at rock bottom, but I was wrong, of course. I still had a long way to fall. Goodness. That is definitely a civilization in there if I've ever seen one. Not go there just yet. Almost like an oasis of sorts. Let's see here. Go ahead and mark this broadhead site there. Yeah, I still have mine. So, circle back around and now head to our first metal flower, which we can mark. save. Alright.
They're scanning for me. Can't be too prepared. Quick way down. More than equipped to take you on. tracks.
Metal Flower Mark III. Aye. Let's see what this one says. Old fragment downloaded. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 I saw at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Definitely you're trying to create some type of poem theme here with these metal flowers. What does it all mean, I wonder? And now the big question of how to get down safely.
Going down fast.
Yep. Fast and safe. Sure would like to know what the civilization is. Alright. Oh, that's one metal flower down. Actually, we'll traverse across, reveals some of these sites here, including a campfire, and get the other metal flower.